to us, it's just stunning. It's almost makes you silent in the admiration. And that is that you have, through a series of incarnations, developed an ability to be conscious to a degree that results in the opportunity to evolve the physical form while in it. It's mind-blowing, if we had a mind to blow. We're searching for terms that appropriately reflect the intensity of this moment when seen from a soul's perspective. When you take a soul's perspective on your journey, which is one of the things we've been attempting to help you do over the last however many weeks, especially in the last month and a half. If you take the soul's perspective of your journey, and just imagine, let's just let your soul be above, just imagine your soul sort of looking down into your lap and seeing your life. And your soul says, whoa, through fear and anger and angst and illness and poverty and heartache and fear some more and poverty some more and obsessive thinking and low back pain and toothache and you name it, peer pressure, right? Through all of those things that could really bring you down, somehow you just keep chugging along. And you don't chug along in survival mode. Not everyone manages this feat. Lots of people are just surviving. But we're talking more to you all here. You're not just surviving. You're not just paycheck to paycheck, day to day, minute to minute. I made it through another day. You're not just consuming your life with that. You're bringing into this incarnation this feverish passion for clearing your old shit, for confronting, sort of like Karate Dude. Oh, here I am, I'm going to confront you. That sort of confronting, like I'm scared but I'm not running away, that kind of thing. You're showing up in this intense way that says, yes, it's hard. Yes, it's confusing. Yes, it just sucks sometimes. But on the other side of it is this burning desire for revelation of the truth of me. And that's where you all are just mesmerizing to experience. In the sense that there's this burning, innate desire for revelation of the truth. And in all certainty, with the diluted experience of the oneness that you're given when you come into human form, it's a miracle on a cosmic level that you even consider there would be something greater than just your solo egoic experience. And that not only do you think, hey, there's something bigger here, with literally no proof most of the time, proof to the eyes, proof to the intellect, you still wake up in the morning and say, well, I feel poor and sick and fat and I have low back pain, but for some reason, I just seek the truth of me. And it must be something more than this. Now, that alone, that one instance, if one of you had done it once, here's the comparison thing. We know you love this comparison thing. If one of you, all, billions, if one of you had done that once, this entire experiment in free will would have been a, quote, success. It would have been worth the whole thing to see that that was possible. In the experience of the human form with all of that that goes on, one of you said, there's more here than just me. That you do it over and over and over again. That you do it billions at a time, is a testament to the experience of oneness and the, well, let's just say it, the coolness of oneness. Really. There's no other way to put it. Apparently oneness is cool because you achieve and strive and look for it even though you have like no good reason to. There's no good reason to. It doesn't necessarily give you more groceries. It doesn't make your house any stronger or safer or your walls taller. If anything, more often than not, it's got you dead. Because you've poked your head up in the crowd and the crowd has said, oh, there's the one. Let's blame that one for all our ills. Yet you still do it. So oneness is cool. Yes, that'd probably be a neat t-shirt. And beyond oneness being cool is the fact that you are literally on the cusp of experiencing something that has yet to be experienced, which is the physical, human, Homo sapiens journey, turning into a journey from your soul's perspective. Instead of it being about a fear-based life, it becomes a consciousness-based life. And the only way you can go from having a fear-based life into a consciousness-based life while continuing to be a engaged part of regular society. You know, we're not talking about being in a cave. We're not talking about living in a monastery. We're talking about going to Sonoma Market, buying your groceries, and being a conscious being. Which, it's amazing. You do it, and it blows us, you know, off the charts. Because you're taking a fear-based system, a body that is built on protecting, and you're turning it into a system that is built on consciousness, which means whatever shit comes up gets looked at. Now, why would a person want that? If you're coming from the human experience, which many of you have been doing for a very long time, you don't want to look at your shit. Because that distracts you from being aware of threat. You see, if you're busy looking in your lap, the saber-toothed tiger could be bounding through the camp and you wouldn't be aware. But you're rearranging your relationship to fear in order to completely evolve your experience. Quantum leap, evolution, changing to Homo Spiritus, name it what you like. But you are actually doing something and you're on the cusp of it. You're on the very cusp of something that is unprecedented in human history.
Amen.
Amen.
And the reason you can be on the cusp of it is because you wake up in the morning and even though you feel poor and fat and you haven't had sex and you're, you know, just your hair's receding and you know, all these things are happening, you still, even though your entire society says, feel like shit today, because it really does. I mean, how many positive messages are out there? Not so many, especially these days. You know, every time you turn on your email, guess what? Nobody has any money, and neither do you. It's the first thing anybody says to you. Right? And then if you read any magazines, then certainly all of your parts are the wrong shape, or the wrong color, or there's hair in some spot it's not supposed to be, or there should be hair in other places where it's not. If you could just move it around, you'd be set. Your society tells you you suck all the time. And instead you say, well, yeah, okay, I'll deal with that. Because there's something more here. With no evidence. Other than personal experience and the experiences of people you trust.